Third round draw is live in half an hour here on BBC Two, but first, the weekend Strictly News with Zoe. Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
To It Takes Two, we have our semi-finalists. Where has the time gone? Musicals Week produced one showstopper after another. And if it's an encore you're after, then you have come to the right place. Sadly, one couple had to bow out early, but they will be getting a glowing review from us tonight. Judge Rinda and Oksana. Look, I have love. I give it to them. Also joining us tonight, she's got the best top line in the business, Darcy Bustle. Gorgeous. You talk amongst yourselves, lovely. We'll bring around the snack trolley. Now, it was a quarter-final musical extravaganza at the weekend, and our It Takes Two elves slipped in through the stage door to capture it all on camera. Take a look.
Curtains up, it's Musicals Week.
Musicals Week. It's Strictly Musicals Week.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the quarterfinals and everyone's bringing their A game.
Louise said to me on week 1, I'm no good at any of that like thigh-slapping-y, acting-y, musical-y stuff. Fast forward to week 11, Calamity Jane.
Yeah.
Everything about it, the music, the wardrobe, the costume, everything just goes up a notch. It is genuinely magic.
The problem is I'm not cool. I'm trying to get in touch with my...
But that's why you have jacket. The minute you put it on, that means you're cool. You know, with all the lifts, it's so scary and it has to be so precise.
I did fall off once in practice, but it's only a little fall.
You haven't dropped me up, so it's fine.
Musicals Week is really tough for the wardrobe department. We've got 165 looks, so we're all a little bit frantic.
I've been turned into Green Wicked Witch. How long did it take us, George? Probably about 40 minutes and actually about 20 minutes just the hands.
Well, when I signed up to Strictly, I thought I'd just have a bit of hair and make her look like pretty, but now I'm a pretty lion.
Massive opening number for the show. Anton's singer, he's the lead, if you like.
There's something about musicals.
They're letting him sing.
This is a good thing, right? I'm so excited, I can't even tell you. All I've got to do now is make some words come out. Hopefully they sound all right.
What's really exciting here is that we have nearly every musical appearing. Les Mis, Chicago, Cats.
I am Aladdin.
Jesse Boyce.
Mary Poppins, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Who's the Beast? Craven Hall.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many people knew that Anton can sing, and I think they're all going to be a little bit shocked because he's quite good.
I can sing better.
Shut up.
5 minutes until we go live, guys. 5 minutes until we go live.
Neil, seriously, this is my job, man.
Why are you wearing my shirt?
My favourite musical's not in it. Do you know what it is? 7 brides for 7 brothers. Oh, what a disappointment.
Showtime, so let's welcome
Our Strictly stars.
Bravo, so good. Time to welcome our first guest. After 11 weeks of pure, unadulterated joy, the jury's verdict is in. Before we close this case once for all, let's have a quick reminder of Judge Rinda and Oksana's last dance. Rob just said, please don't make me cry. I've actually gone already, even hearing Defying Gravity. What a fantastic last song. Oksana has the glitter box tissues. You've gone, haven't you? I know, it's so emotional.
I'm done before we started.
Oh, bless you. Get it, let it out. I say, don't hold it in. What a night for you. Can I just say that, the hip move, your saucy mover. It was absolutely brilliant. I loved your samba.
Yeah, we loved it too, actually. We really, really did. And, you know, I thought it was going to be a challenging week, so let's go out and have fun. And, you know, I really did. It was the first week before we went out. I wasn't nervous at all.
Really?
Yeah, there was somebody I really love in my life who passed away. And earlier in the day, I got a text message saying this was her favourite song.
Oh, you're joking.
Genuinely. I know, genuinely. And there was something that happened, and the alchemy changed. And that moment the music came on, I just had the most fun I possibly could. And, you know, the energy of the audience, and the nice thing about the programme, you feel it here, you feel it with you, you feel it every single person involved in the show, from the runners that run after you all day to help you, to the people doing costume, to everybody. The love and passion permeates into the show. It's a programme, people don't sit there and want you to do badly.
No, they don't.
They're willing you to do well. And that's what it felt like. And it was just the most fun.
I do feel your friend was with you in spirit there. She would have been very, very proud of you. Oksana, bless you. It's your... I know, I'm going to try and talk to you anyway in a cruel fashion. It's your favourite dance, the samba, as well, wasn't it? Yes.
It was, and I think it was, since we have to go, it was a great dance for us to go. I think we did it. It was very good.
It was very... You look beautiful, even beautiful, crying, I have to say. Bottom two last week, did you feel a little bit like it might be coming? I mean, when it's down to only 5, it gets so tough.
No, sure. I thought there was a strong possibility, let's face it, that we would have ended up in the dance-off. You know, there was a good chance of it. So,
but looking at the level who we have to go against, and like competition this year was
brilliant.
At its strongest. And that is a big pride.
And that's something I think that then you can feel proud of when you look at how far you've come. You're like, goodness me.
I mean, you look in the first week. You know, she sort of looked at me on the first day going, goodness me, what on earth are we going to do? And I'm a big fan of the show and a big fan of this programme. And I used to listen to people talking about their journey and sort of reach for the, oh, goodness, you know, but actually, genuinely, that's what we've been through. And, you know, I said it every week and I meant it from the bottom of my heart. She's taught me.
Yeah.
She's taught me to love dance. She's held my hand the whole time. And, you know, when somebody teaches you to love something, you never forget that. It's such a generous thing to do. And I've loved every minute of it. And, you know, and I think, and I hope, in fact, I'm sure people have responded to it. So
they really have. There's a lot of love in the room for you tonight, I think. I can see people with tears in their eyes. Also, I thought it was really lovely. I know how much you love Darcy, and she's on the show later tonight. And she did say on the show on Saturday that you're such an individual, and she loves watching you dance. And I think that was something that everybody got such joy from watching you perform each week.
I think if you put 100% into anything, if you do it with authenticity and enthusiasm, that really comes through, you know. And I mean, one of the things that I don't think people know is it's been such a challenge for Oksana because, you know, it's been a struggle for her to find time. You know, you try to teach something that you know how to do in 5 minutes. And you'll spend a week with somebody. Imagine exactly, and they keep making the same mistake. Imagine having that degree of patience, generosity of spirit and love to want to share that. And worse still for her, because I'm working full-time most of the time. So we sometimes start at 7 in the morning and finish at 9 o'clock at night. So very often she's not able to start teaching until 9:30. Until, you know, sometimes 12 o'clock at night.
By which point you've probably spent the best of your energy. She's done such an amazing job.
He keeps it for
dancing. Yes, all those shows. Anyway, listen, we have loved watching you. Are you ready for it? It's incredible seeing it all together.
And genuinely, I said it on Saturday night, and I want to say it again. You know, I watch the show, I'm a fan of it, and you've no idea what goes into it to make it. Every single person has such passion and love for it, and boy, can you feel it? It's such a joy.
Oh, don't start me off. Here we go. You've done your community service, so to speak. The nation well and truly entertained by wonderful Rob and Oksana each week. Here is your Strictly story. Enjoy.
Your partner is Oksana!
She's going to be an absolute taskmaster, which I'm completely thrilled by.
I think Robert needs to be careful what he wishes for.
Oksana, oh gosh, yes.
You late. 2 and 3 and cha-cha 1. Check replace 1 and harder and harder.
You need a timeout right now, okay?
Like you need some discipline right now.
Facial expressions, darling, you need to really look at that.
That was the wildest surprise I think I've ever had.
Let's go, girl.
So this week is the American Smooth. Oksana's going to make sure that I really get the frame right. This is crazy. Who stands like this? It's like an homage to a statue.
Next time you dance, look at your face. It's still quite annoying.
Ah, I love her face.
He hammered that Charleston so much that the timing went extinct. But always funny and great to watch.
I'm completely falling in love with dancing. It's really surprised me, actually.
Your facial expressions are on the up, darling, and improving. There is a delicious dancer, actually, hidden underneath all of that.
Full of energy, full of enthusiasm. I tell you what, that was as tight as a bugle boy's cheek.
My passive face is sort of like this. Just before I'm about to dance, I think to myself, Robert, do try and not look like a moron.
There was a lot of puzzle there.
You've come out again strong, powerful and meaningful. Well done.
1, 2, 3.
I think I got the best partner out of the whole competition.
I struggle to find the adjectives to describe Oksana. My God, I'm welling up. Every time we dance together, I'm just happier about the world. She's extraordinary. This week is a foxtrot. I decided to do Strictly for this dance. It is the dance that I did with my grandma years ago.
You should be proud. Your best dance. It's a 9!
Getting a 9 from Len, that really meant the world. You're the best.
You're the best.
Oh my God.
We're a great team. Salsa is extremely fun dance. Judge Render really can shake his tush.
It's Blackpool. You've got to pull it out of the bag.
You were spicier and hotter than a Scotch bonnet. What a way of ending such a fantastic night.
This week we're doing rumba, and I was a little apprehensive about it. The technique has to be really, really good.
Since week 1, Judge Rinder have very interesting way of holding his hands. This is quite natural to him.
2.
So I decided to tape it like this. Good.
It looked a little bit awkward on you, to be honest.
You didn't look as steady on your feet. It wasn't your best dance.
In the dance-off is Judge Render and Oksana.
So we're in the dance-off, but you know, brushed ourselves off, and we're ready to samba this week. Strictly is like nothing I can describe. It is euphoria with glittery jazz hands.
The voltas were a little bit stilted, but I've got to say a fantastic energy, and your hip action, darling. Your bottom was bouncing for Brazil.
Judges, it's time to decide.
I would like to say Ore and Joanne.
Ore and Joanne.
Ore and Joanne.
Thank you so much.
I had unforgettable time and especially grateful for making this partnership happen.
It's so beautiful! 11 amazing dances. Oksana, something lovely that Rob has said every week. He's always talked about you being an amazing teacher. What has the pupil taught the teacher, would you say, in this experience, Oksana?
So much. Well, for starters, he taught me how to play piano.
You're joking. Quick, bring in the organ. Give us the tune. Yeah. No. Early days.
That's why, I wanted to learn how difficult it was to teach something to somebody you know how to do.
OK.
I lasted half an hour.
OK.
He really meant to say by that he wanted me to understand what it feels like to learn something that you don't know how to do. And no, but so much. And I guess I can say maybe what a true dedication is, because, you know, it doesn't matter how late it is, how tired he is, how frustrated both of us are, the kind of, you know, respect and complete dedication to being at the moment and taking every word that I say. It's just, he did it.
Oh, well done, you. Oh, goodness me. And when you look back at all those dances, I loved Bum Bongos, but you're so good at so many of them. Foxtrot, I mean, could you pick out a standout moment for yourself?
Two moments. The first one, the jive, I think, was our game-changing moment. I learned how to count. At the beginning, that was completely... I was like gobbledygook. 1, 2, 3, 4... What is she talking? And that was the week I really understood. It sort of clicked into place, like learning a language.
We started to talk the same language after that.
Exactly so. And I loved, of course, the foxtrot, but what wasn't on there so much as the quick step. You know, the best thing every week was when you get to the end of the dance and it's gone well. There is, I described it as a euphoria, but it is this sort of joy that honestly, it renders me inarticulate. It could, I don't know, power the world. That's all I can say. It was just heavenly. It really was. And, you know, I'm a very stiff upper lip kind of guy. Yeah. You know, if you'd told me 2 years ago that I'd get weepy over a dance competition, you know, I'd have said, oh, don't be such a ninny, Robert, you know, but...
But you are.
I've been completely invested in it, and I've been invested in it because when you're with somebody like that, what more can you do? So,
you have been such a joy, the two of one of my favourite partnerships. Well done. Thank you so much. Judge Rinda and Oksana. Oh, beautiful. Now, like a wise man once said, don't ask me which one, failure doesn't come from falling down, failure comes from not getting back up. And with that, I give you Melvin and Jeanette's latest Cha-Cha Chart rundown.
Hello and welcome to Jeanette and Melvin's Cha-Cha Chart Show. Stay tuned as we count down some of our favourite moments from Strictly Come Dancing.
And what are we counting down to today, Melvin? Close.
Today we are counting down our top 5 Strictly recoveries. So these are the pros and celebs who came close to crashing out of the competition, literally. But they pulled it back, and some even glided to victory.
In at number 5 and kicking things off, it's Caroline Flack and Pasha Kovalev with their American Smooth, which was so smooth it was almost slippy.
Talk about styling it out.
You drifted across that floor like smoke through a keyhole.
Until you almost fell over, darling. That was a little bit unexpected.
Caroline needn't have worried. Weeks later, she scored 3 perfect 40s in the final and was crowned the Series 12 champion.
Slip? What slip? Taking the number 4 position in our top 5 recoveries chart is Lisa Riley and her partner Robin Windsor. Their foxtrot went down brilliantly with the judges. You would have thought they were home and dry.
Yeah, wow, Lisa. That is your best ballroom dance.
Oh, thanks so much.
But wait.
You see, it wasn't even a celeb that had to recover. Us professionals have slip-ups too, you know. Proof that a little stumble doesn't stop you from going all the way to the top, Lisa and Robin went on to become semi-finalists.
Who's laughing now?
Hey?
In at number 3 is Mark Ramprakash and his partner Karen Hardy, who in Series 4 made Strictly history.
Dancing an energetic routine to Hot, Hot, Hot. Their salsa seemed to be going well until...
The couple's microphones became entangled with their costumes and Karen had to stop the dance. Desperately begging Brucey to let them have another go.
Please, can we have another go?
Yeah, the microphone. The microphone came off. Can we get an OK? Is it all right from the start again? Yes.
The couple were allowed to start again.
Second time, most definitely lucky for Mark.
You turned a meltdown into a triumph. Hot enough to cause global warming. Well done.
They scored 4 9s for their Salsa 2.0 and later went on to become the Strictly champions. Just missing out on the top spot is our very own Zoe Ball and Ian Waits, who made it all the way to the final in Series 3 and performed a flamenco show dance inspired by the musical West Side Story.
It started so well, but I think one of Ian's rival pro dancers must have lifted a banana skin out or something, because then this happened. Even with a slide across the floor, their dance was a hit with the judges and the audience.
I'd have expected nothing less from Zoe and Ian. Taking the #1 spot in our top 5 recoveries chart is Cara Twenton and Artem Chigvintsev, who managed the biggest of all recoveries.
In the opening show of Series 8, Cara took a mighty fall in the beginning of her cha-cha-cha routine. Plenty of others would have been thrown by a fall of this scale, but Cara just kept on dancing.
Even with the fall, they walked away with an impressive score of 30.
I mean, that's not bad for a first dance. I mean, I got 36 for my first dance.
Melvin, I was there, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Right, back to Cara.
Meow, Catwoman, come and take me.
Even with the mistake, still the best dance of the night.
Oh!
So Cara picked herself up and dusted herself off and went on to be crowned Series 8 champion.
Thanks so much for joining us today for the Jeanette and Melvin Cha-Cha-Cha Chart Show. We loved having you. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. I actually think I'm getting much better than you at this thing. I'm going to take your job soon.
No.
Get ready.
I'm still laughing at Ian falling over. It was my fan that he fell over. Thank you to Melvin and Jeanette. Now, my final guest this evening is often described as a rose between two thorns. Such lovely thorns, Craig and Len. It is the positively floral Miss Darcy Bussell. Hello, guys. When you're here, I automatically sit up straight. There's a ballet dancer. Well, they pulled out the stops, didn't they, on Saturday night for Musicals Week. Our stars were so impressive.
Oh, my goodness. They did rise to the level. I mean, it was big productions, lots of other dancers there, props.
Yeah.
I think the lighting, the music, everything came together. It was quite emotional, actually.
I found the whole show very, very emotional. I didn't want it to end, actually. So, look, West Side Story, I didn't want that to end. I was in absolute pieces.
Loved them.
And I think they all care so much at this point, don't they? It's hard not to get so nervous.
Impress, yeah.
You took part in the wonderful opening where Anton Dubek sang. It was so complicated. There were millions of you. They're moving cameras and all sorts. How much time did you get to practice that?
Well, I didn't really do much. I did a little spin with Brendan and sat in a gondola, but no, it was
as you do on a Saturday night.
Yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun. I had actually more fun watching everybody else. But we get 2 seconds. Literally, we were just slotted in because we're often doing other VTs for the next show coming up and stuff. So it was a chaotic Saturday, but very exciting. You could feel the buzz.
I know.
And the nerves, actually.
I think the nerves, very much so. And your biggest fan, he's gone, Judge Rinder. So emotional.
I know.
And Oksana.
I think, you know, to watch him, he loved every minute, and it really, you could see it oozing out of his skin and his smile and his mouth as well. But I think if anybody, he could have done more. He would have wanted to do every hour of the day. He wanted to practice, and sadly, he didn't have that opportunity. And I think, you know, I spoke to him a little bit before, and he said, "Oh, there's just so many dances I still wanted to do, you know." And it's so tough to see them go.
I'm sure Oksana will teach him on the side, though,
I hope
because
so.
they've got a real
beautiful
friendship. They're friends for the life, as Iveta Lucas used to say. The semi-finalists, are they the 4 you were expecting?
Yes.
Yes.
Very happy.
Very
happy indeed.
Good.
It's going to be really hard this weekend, though.
It's going to be tough.
Because they are all excellent. Really excellent. And all for different reasons, all different strengths. And, it's a really good mix as well.
OK. Well, this is interesting to say that because we know you are a fan of a top-line Darcy Bussell. So I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to list all the couples, and I want you to give me a top line about each couple. Are you ready for this? Under pressure.
OK.
Speed is the key, Darcy.
All right.
Ore and Joanne.
Well, he has charisma. He's like the 007 of Strictly. I think he's quite understated, but very surprising always. He's a bit incredibly focused, and I think what's brilliant is he's a very quick learner, and you can tell that. Really.
Perfect. We like that top line. Happy? Yes, everyone's happy. Claudia and AJ.
She's fearless. utterly fearless, which is so rare to see. And I think that's her focus and her training from her gymnastics. Extraordinary to watch. But she's supple and strong, which also is very rare as well. But so precise. She loves, I think, the technique. She so enjoys learning the technique.
Great. Louise and Kevin.
Musicality, lyrical, but she also has this great style, this jazz style that's really fab, and her character, and then suddenly comes out and she really enjoys what she's doing. I think it so depends on her confidence and how she believes in the role, but when she does, it just flourishes.
Beautiful. And finally, Danny and Oti.
Well, there's not really any style that he can't do. He's kind of, he's so unusual that he can make, you know, there's usually one that's always difficult for a celebrity, and he doesn't seem to have that. The Latin and ballroom really suits him. He has an unbelievable focus and determination as soon as he's on that stage. His eyes don't waver. You know, when sometimes they notice things, he doesn't waver at all. I mean, I don't know if you can always see that on TV, but in the studio, his focus is extraordinary, and their contact with him and Ote, how they relate. So sometimes it's kind of too much detail. I'd like it to be simpler, but I mean, really, really quite impressive.
All four couples, just incredible. So many of our wonderful viewers have written in questions for you. Craig, not that Craig, would like to know, is there a dance you regret not giving a 10 to?
Well, yes. I mean, I think it's always hard at the very beginning and when you see such talent and somebody doing such a great job, because if you give them high marks, where do you go from there? You know, there's not a 15, is there, or anything like that. And I think definitely with Danny, week 4 in his quick step.
Was that where he was the conductor?
Oh, I absolutely loved it.
Look.
Oh, it was brilliant, and he just looked the part, and he just fell into it so naturally, and yeah, it was a shame we didn't give him a 10 now.
Well, you never know. If he gets to the final, maybe we'll get to see that again. Jess wants to know which celebrities you'd like to see on Strictly in the future. Anyone you'd like to see step up and give it a go?
Well, after having Ed Balls, I think we need to have Boris Johnson.
Oh my! I don't know if we can handle that.
I really love it. I actually love it. I love
Boris Johnson doing
that
rumba.
hair.
OK, let's see if we can make that happen.
Oh, please.
OK, Jess, was that the answer you wanted? Hannah would like to know, who is the celebrity that you were the most sorry to say goodbye to this year?
Well, always all of them. I suppose when we get to the end, it's very much the people you get to know even more, because they get further and further and you see them improve and you see them improve. I suppose it would be Robert Judgender. I think because his love for it, and it's not just because he's in the room, because he's not in the room, is he?
Gone now.
He's gone.
I know, we'll send him a video.
I think because he totally, you could see, he was genuinely loved every minute, and it just came out in his dancing instantly. He loved it.
And finally, 8-year-old Hermione's favourite thing to do is cartwheels. Evening, Hermione, do you remember how old you were when you did your first cartwheel?
Well, I was a bit into my gymnastics, as I think I've said before, and I was a little bit of... I had too much energy, and I would cartwheel from a very young age, I think I remember. Maybe it was like 6 or something, and it's really funny because my oldest daughter was exactly the same, and she would cartwheel down corridors and into her bedroom and out of her bedroom and into the bathroom, and I was just like, how do you do that in this space like that? But I think that's what kids do.
Brilliant questions, and a beautiful lady. Thanks for coming to see us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Enjoy the semi-final and the final. It's unbelievable. That's it for tonight. Huge thank you to my beautiful guests. Join us tomorrow at 6:30. We'll be chatting to the couple who got the last golden ticket to the semis, Ore and Joanne. Plus, Karen Hardy is back with Choreography Corner. The Strictly Pro Challenge continues with Latin sensation Jeanette Manrara, and Jason Gilkison returns. See you then.
I went on television in the January of 1975, and my life changed forever.
Welcome to